Alright, here's your video on how to make mate from a gourd. So take some of my Yerba Mate and pour it in. A little bit more than halfway. It's very challenging doing this while holding my phone. So, maybe slightly more. Just ran out, gonna get another one. And pour slightly more in there. Okay. So, maybe 3/4 of the way filled. Probably a little bit too high, but rather have a little bit too much than too little. So we're going to do that. And then the first steep, I typically do with cold water. And the reason I do cold water, I want to do it very light. So I'm bringing this to 160 right now. That'll be my actual brew. And then you want to just put this under here. Usually I would do it more controlled, but it's hard with the holding the phone, so. Just want to get the leaves opened up. Yeah, this is packed too high. As you can see, the leaves kind of bulging out. They should not be bulging out like this. So, anyway, so I'm gonna take a sip of this. I got exactly 3 large sips. Now we're done. So, again, in your gourd, the leaves would be slightly lower, like still on the top, but not like bulging out. So that's all right. I think you get the idea. So I'm gonna do one more cold water steep. To kind of get the rim too, to kind of get the leaves back in. And now, see it's back in. I'll let it sit there for maybe 10-15 seconds or so. This is almost at 160. So that I got like 2 sips from. And this is pretty much ready. So we'll do this and just do a little pour. Go. Let that sit in for, I don't know. You don't want it doesn't really matter. I do the cold water steeps. It takes away some of the bitterness from the heat on those first few steeps. So it still might be a little hot, but oh, that's perfect. And got 2 sips out of that. Delicious, very smooth, not bitter at all. Very drinkable, just from the cold water. So I'll let it brew again. We'll do one more steep, and then that'll be the video. So that one, you started getting a little bit more heat, a little too hot for me on the bottom. And that's it. So only other thing I would say, don't make it too hot. You don't want your bombilla too hot. They've actually shown that if the metal's too hot on the lips over time, that can cause mouth cancer. So you don't want it scorching hot. Some people love super hot drinks. With yerba mate, you know, you don't want to be brewing it super, super hot. You don't want the metal getting super hot. That's it. Let me know if you have any questions.